I found myself in a barn once where there was some artificial insemination happening, which is not a standard weekend activity for me at all.
Interesting, Vanessa.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Green Velvet Couch. Today, we are going to be speaking with Kelli Kurek. You might know her from White Willow Bridal Boutique, but we know her as our new, brand spanking new position, our events and planning director. Kelli, come on in.
Hi, Glenn.
Hi, Kelli. Let's see. This is very professional. She's just like Katie Kurek.
Exactly. Same initials almost.
Yeah. So surprise everyone. Kelli works with us now, which I mean, in some ways, we've kind of always worked together in certain ways because you know, vendor friends and that sort of thing. Lots of style shoots, lots of mutual brides, and
definitely.
And then just your whole event planning background. Mm-hmm. Those of you who have not been to the Pork Tornadoes Halloween Bash, it is Bash, right?
Yes.
Well, you need to be searching the interwebs, internerds, and you need to find it, and you need to purchase tickets whenever they go on sale.
They'll be going on sale soon, actually, and the event is October 26th. I feel like we have to have like a little ding.
I know, there's like a little thing that goes across.
Yep, October 26th at the Doubletree Ballroom. This is year 5 of the Haunted Halloween Ball.
Haunted Halloween, I forgot that part.
Mm-hmm. And it's epic.
Okay, so most of you, because you're cool, have seen Green Velvet Couch episodes. Mm-hmm. This is just a chance for everyone out there to get to know all of us a little bit better, and find out that we're not just these people that show up on a Saturday or whatever day your event is and make it look pretty and leave.
Yeah.
We're actually humans. So Kelli, tell me, what do you think about when you're alone in the car?
Well, I practice safe driving, so I'm thinking about the road.
Absolutely.
I actually have
10 and 2.
Yes, exactly. I have learned a unusual amount about cement and roads and transportation because of my husband. He is a transportation engineer, so he can tell you all about different grades of cement and curbs and speed limits and all of that. So fortunately or unfortunately, I'm thinking of that now.
I am definitely going to ask him that the next time I see him at an Impact Cedar Rapids event.
Yes. He's full of knowledge, so.
He is. And a lucky man.
Oh, well, thank you.
Describe your life using film titles. And I've opened it up to other people. They can also use TV or whatever media you need.
Okay. That is a good question. So any media, let's see.
Yeah.
Probably a little bit of Say Yes to the Dress. A little bit of House Hunters. All the ones I'm thinking about are actually maybe also not appropriate for this segment. I was like, Sex in the City, there's variety.
That's fair. We don't know what season or plot line.
That's true. It's open.
I like it.
Thank you.
I think you might be the first female that I've asked this question to. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? And fighting can be whatever your definition of fighting is.
So one extra large duck or a bunch of tiny horses. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take the one duck, the one
big
horse-sized duck, because I feel like they could have a little mini army if there were multiple of them. Yeah.
They're just constantly swarming you.
Yes.
There's 100 of them. There's one of you.
That's a lot to handle, but if it's just me and one other.
Plus something I hadn't thought about before when I was asking, I think I asked both Travises this question. A big horse-sized duck, I mean, ducks are like waddly.
Yeah.
So you would have to think it probably doesn't have that great of a center of balance.
Well, and I feel like
Or gravity,
even
center
in
of
its
gravity.
size, it's going to be friendlier than the horses.
That could be.
You know, throw a little crack corn, distract it, you know, like snuggle it a little bit versus the
Yeah.
horses I feel like might be a little angrier or
Lots
you know,
of kicking.
just- yeah, I don't need that in my life.
Mm-mm. What are you currently watching on Netflix?
This is going to shock the internet, but we don't
Hold
have
on.
Netflix. I know. But
So currently, Kelly's desk is directly behind mine.
yeah.
That may be changing because there's clearly no point in me turning around and talking to her anymore.
It's bad. I did really like Narcos on Netflix back when I had it.
I haven't watched that.
That's good. Pablo Escobar. So I really enjoyed that. Our guilty pleasure on TV right now, though, is Below Deck Med. Do you watch
Is what?
that? Below Deck Mediterranean.
No, I don't know it.
They live on a super
I also
yacht.
don't have rough. I also don't have. I don't have regular TV. Like I don't have cable.
Yeah.
So I'm on Netflix and Amazon.
That's like us. We have
That's pretty
PlayStation
okay.
View, and so we get all the goodies through there. But you have to start watching Below Deck Med.
Okay, that's great. I will. Who would you most like to swap places with for a day? For just one day?
My spirit animal, Jennifer Lopez. J-Lo, Jenny from the Block.
That is my volleyball team name.
She's
It's
amazing.
Jenny from the Block. She
She's
is, she has had,
the best career.
she really has. Like,
Yeah.
even when she, like, goes away, she's never really
No,
gone.
and she does it all. I could be in movies for a day, sing for a day, have that rear end for a day. You know, I mean, like that would be a good day.
That would be a good day. You'd have to make sure you took, like, lots of pictures.
Lots of selfies, lots of belfies, lots of costume changes. Yeah, it'd be a heck of a 24 hours.
Who am I that I have never heard the Belfie before?
Well,
I mean, that's face facts. I've totally done it. But. Not that way, internet. What celebrity would you rate as a perfect 10?
am I not allowed to use
You can use whoever you
J-Lo?
want.
Well, we already talked about J-Lo.
Well, we know that you, yeah, okay, so she's in there.
She's a 12, but I'll come down to a
Yeah,
10
come
just
down.
for this segment. A perfect 10, Ryan Reynolds comes to mind.
Do you know, I actually, way back in the day when he was on that, oh God, what is that TV show called? Like, two guys or girls in a pizza place or something?
Yeah.
Something stupid?
Yeah.
And then, like, when he was skinny and scrawny and, like,
Yeah,
nerdy,
Yeah.
totally had a crush. I knew what his potential was.
He's funny. He owns a gin company. He's married to Blake Lively.
Why don't I know anything about anything? He owns a gin company?
You sit in
I am a gin drinker.
You sit in front of me. You need to turn around a little more often.
I guess
and
we'll talk about Jen and Ryan.
We'll talk all the time.
Now I want both of those things.
Jen and Ryan Reynolds. Me too.
I should start having drinks for people on this thing.
Agreed.
It makes more sense.
Next
Season
time.
2. Season 2. I don't know if we can really call it a season. If you could visit anywhere in the world you've never been, where would you go?
We kind of have a like bucket list: Greece, Santorini,
Yeah.
that kind of
I would definitely
that
do
kind of
Greece.
vibe going on. I feel
Aaron
like that's.
also said
I was gonna
Greece.
say I feel like that's kind of a common bucket list item, but when it's that gorgeous, why wouldn't you want to go
Those
there?
cliffs with like all the white buildings and like the roofs and stuff.
Yes, I would totally go there and experience that. That'd be great.
That would be great.
That'd be great.
Mike, Greece, why don't you travel engineer us right over there, huh?
Yeah.
They've got cement there too.
It's true. We'll call it a work trip.
It should be a work trip.
Yeah.
You know, Unique Events used to do vacations, like staff vacations.
Travis!
Uh-huh. And it was when the summer I was being hired, they're like, well, like once you're here a year. The next year, so I had been here 1 year, where did those vacations go?
Bring him back.
I know I'm on year 250,000. Seems like, especially the last few weeks.
That's true.
If you didn't know, if you were under a rock, it is wedding season.
Yes.
Wedding season equals, it has been the longest week ever on Monday morning at 9 a.m. Generally. And it's been that way for at least 4 to 5 weeks.
Yes.
But we love it. Keep getting engaged.
Keep using Unique Events
You
for
little lovebirds.
all of your needs.
Well, really, we do love it.
We
like,
do.
it's like a chaotic, weird relationship of like love, the stress and the sweat and the stink.
Mm-hmm.
Not that you will stink. We might, because we'll be sweating, setting up and making it look pretty.
Yeah.
But
No, it's a good type of crazy. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's fun and it's happy.
well, plus, I mean, where else would all of us creative people like? What would our outlets be? Well, there can only be so many like painters.
That's true.
Plus, I can't paint.
Just stick to this.
If you had to change your name, what would your new name be, and why would you choose that name?
Oh, that's a great question. I've always been pretty happy with my name.
Yeah.
You know, so I haven't really thought about that in depth. But I feel like I would do something kind of exotic, something like Jasmine
Yeah.
or
like
Vanessa or something spicier.
I feel if I remember this, I'm just gonna turn around one day and be like, Vanessa. I mean, I did give Erin a new name.
That's true.
I call
Sharon.
her Sharon.
Sharon and Aaron are one. Took me a while to figure that out, actually. I was like, who is this Sharon they speak of? Because I've actually never met her. But yeah, I don't know, something kind of...
Seriously, I don't know why. Like, just the one day I did it on a setup, and now it's turned into this thing. Vanessa, what is the dumbest way you've been injured?
Ooh. I have multiple times skinned the same left knee. 3 times alcohol were involved.
Listen, like very large glass houses
Yeah.
that are broken.
Yeah.
Like my windows are shattered.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So-
it always seems to be gravity seems to suck me down on this left knee, usually after some adult
After some
beverages.
Ryan Reynolds gin.
Yes. One time though, I fell on this knee. I stepped on my own maxi dress at the post office. It was pretty embarrassing. And then an elderly man asked me if I was okay. I was like, other than my pride, this is fine.
I'm super good.
Yeah. So this left knee has some scar tissue built up on it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Same. Are you one of those people too that like you'll wake up and be like, what's that bruise from?
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes. But that usually means you had a good time. You had a good
Yeah.
story.
Well, I'm even like that sometimes when I'm like, wait, when was the last time I drank? And I'll just be like, bruises.
Everywhere.
I'm so fragile.
Wow. Sensitive.
What is the worst smelling place you have ever been?
I found myself in a barn once where there was some artificial insemination happening. Which is not a standard weekend activity for me at all.
Interesting, Vanessa.
Yeah. But if you ever happen to find yourself in that scenario, between
Between like was it cows?
Yes, it was cattle.
Between the cow pies that are going to be there and that general manure smell. I can imagine there's some additional.
There's a lot of fluid present.
Lots of it.
Well, I mean, if you ever have the blessing of watching science happen, it's pretty fascinating. It's pretty in depth. No pun intended.
But
yeah, that was interesting. So making eye contact with a cow during that experience is something.
That is awesome. I love that you actually that was your duty that day. Would you rather live in the wilderness, far from civilization, or live on the streets as a homeless person?
Definitely.
On ethnicity.
No, definitely wilderness, far from people. I like going out and having some time with nature and just being relaxed and, having that time to unplug. And so I would not be opposed to that at all.
Absolutely. I need to do that. I haven't done that in a while.
Gotta unplug. You gotta do you.
Would you rather know the history of every object you touch or be able to talk to animals? So like that cow, for instance, you could have really reassured.
I don't know that I wanted to know what that cow was thinking during that whole process. But yeah, I think talking to animals would be cool. Like, just as you're driving along, you see some birds or something, like, what up? And they're telling you about their day. Or like our dog, we have a beagle, and I feel like he'd have a lot of interesting stories.
I bet you would.
So I would dig that. I would be able.
Is he a howler?
Occasionally.
Or do they? Yeah, I guess it's a howler.
Yeah.
You are the new addition to the crayon box. What color would you be and why?
That's interesting that you asked that, Glenn, because we were talking here amongst the sap about what color every single person would be.
Oh, yeah.
If we were,
Yours was.
I was voted that I would be yellow. That is what the other folks here.
You're like bright and happy and positive.
Yeah, so I appreciate those compliments. I feel like I would stick with yellow.
The John Deere Classic set.
Yes. Yeah, we were chatting about what color everybody would be if their personality was essentially personified into a color, and so I was labeled yellow, which there are worse colors. I'll take yellow.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
For those that are wondering, Glenn was voted highlighter orange. Bright, powerful,
extra,
a little loud. But if it fits, it fits.
It does fit. Why are manhole covers round? This has got to have become my favorite question.
Oh. Well, again, there probably is a actual logistical answer.
That Mike probably knows.
That, again, if you need the answer to, I know somebody that you could talk to. But I like to think it's to put the pizza down to the turtles.
That's what Sharon said,
You know? Like, round pizzas, kind of all makes sense. You just, like a pulley system.
I once, alcohol-induced, at an Iowa tailgate, dropped my phone. It wasn't actually down a manhole, it was down a storm drain, but I called it a manhole when I called my best friend's cell phone from the guy who I was dating at the time. And I just kept saying, Natalie, my phone is gone, it is down a manhole, it's not a gay thing.
I was gonna say, I feel like that maybe needed a little clarification, especially after a tailgate. Like,
I just kept saying it. I was like, it is gone, you cannot reach me. I cannot reach it. Because I did, in fact, lay down on the ground, and I was like, can I? I mean, I couldn't even see it, so I don't know.
No, it's gone.
My intelligence really increases when I'm having Ryan Reynolds chin. Well, Vanessa, also Kelly, thank you so much for joining me today on the Green Velvet Couch. Now that we're done, we can turn the air back on because I am starting to get warm.
And we'll get some gin.
Yeah, we are going to get some gin. So you get some gin, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.